Oh, my name is Jobless. One of the biggest pride you have as a man, right? Size of your dick matters. You know, women will tell you size does not matter. Functionality matters. True, 100.
Because I was going there.
Yes, 100. But especially if you're a celeb, you know, and your whole manhood is out there, it can kill you if you're not careful.
No, I think like from what we were discussing about, like we can mention names.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
why
so
not?
when one day's dick was out there, if you ask me, it don't come out. It has nothing to do with whether it's out there. There's nothing, you can't take it off.
Baba. No.
So
no.
whether it's big or you know big, it's nothing. It's out there, and everybody knows. Say when you dey sleep, your dick no dey big. Do you understand? Because
Good
when you're
point.
sleeping, your dick is sleeping.
Good point. But sometimes,
No, some of us they will be say
even
when
we are
dey
sleeping, you get. Even when you are sleeping, have you seen C boy dick when he's sleeping? No, Baba. No. Even for time when it'll be morning, let's say normal time, say you dey sleep for around 1 a.m. You get your dick go dey sleep naturally.
And sometimes they will be say inside AC, dick dey shrink.
They shrink. You get.
Yes.
But here's the point.
Yes.
Some dick day.
So we don't
Wait.
even know the
Okay,
situation
but here's
surrounding.
no. But let me tell you the situation
You
surrounding
don't know
it.
if the AC was on and then you are high and then you are like.
Yes,
you don't
let me tell you the situation surrounding it. Where you got it, where you didn't think to. Let me tell you. Sometimes some dick day, even after the shrinking and the AC,
Oh, shit.
yeah, they're still tangible.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Something is tangible. you get. But now, if AC come day, right, and you are sleeping, and the dick is sleeping, and we can't even see the body of the dick, it's just the tip like this you can see. That is where the problem is. Right? So when that comes out, you get me? So when that comes out and the whole world sees it, right? And you're a superstar, trust me, it can kill. See, let me tell you how it works. It automatically drives you into depression. And when depression comes, you can't do music, you can't act, you can't do anything. And before you know it, time flies.
So it's coming from a place of your ego over your career.
It's coming from a place of betrayal.
I trusted this person. Yes, that can do it.
Yes. So betrayal now push it into depression, which kills the ego and career.
Almost. So our dick is that important.
It is, Baba. It is very, very important. You get. And sometimes we overlook sex scandals, you know, and what it can do. But if you look at it very well, it's a vital. See, do you know Ray J and Kim had a sex tape, right?
You know how many times I wank to that shit.
Okay. Okay, now, if Ray J was not active the way he was in that thing,
it would have been crazy.
It would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Look at the actions. Now, that means it's a sex scandal, but at the end of the day, yeah, it works as a good PR for both parties.
Yeah.
That's whether you like it or not. That sex scandal is part of what made Kim today.
Really?
Yeah. Where did she blow from?
From the TV show now.
No, the sex scandal came first. That sex tape came first. You get? It was that sex tape that now made their mom more conscious of, okay, so this scandal, Kris Jenner decided that, okay, there's a scandal, but this scandal, instead of this to go, I'll turn it to an opportunity. So she left everything she was doing and she started building a brand out of the girl. And now is a generational wealth.
So now
you get, so it all depends on, you know, where how it's been handled. If one day I'd had a very good psychologist, you know, is psychologist the right word? These guys that talk to you
like doctor, therapist.
It's a good therapist. It wouldn't have, the impact wouldn't have been so much. But I guess he was just taking care of himself. I don't know if he sees one, but it took him time to actually come back. You get? Did you see the new sex scandal of Baba Jesha? Did you hear about it?
Siba was just telling me. He was just telling me about it.
Baba Jesha and Princess, you know Princess now, Princess comedian. The girl involved is Princess daughter. Daughter, yeah.
So who was doing who?
Baba Jesha was abusing Princess daughter. That's
Really?
the news out there. Yeah, that's the news, and it's insane.
For how long?
I guess they said the incident happened 7 years ago.
So how old is the girl?
I think she was 7 at that time.
Fact.
I want to believe so. Yeah.
Fact.
Yes, she was 7 at that time, and now she's 14. And the girl did not speak since then until recently that she spoke about it, because they were noticing some strange behaviors. According to what Princess said, because I listened to Princess' conversation, she said they were noticing some strange behaviors, and they got talking. She now opened up. So they now invited him. They invited Baba Jesha.
Like the man, the Baba Jesha man.
You know Baba Jesha now, the actor
Let
now.
me check online.
Baba Jesha now,
Let me
very
check. I will know him.
one funny actor. Thomas Jesha gan báyìí. Baba Jesha.
This man.
Yeah, now.
Oyibo sọ̀rọ̀.
Now, yeah. It's the one. It's quite, really unfortunate. Really, really sad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really sad. So, according to what Princess said,
So this is the princess lady.
yeah, that's Princess. So this is not the person involved; it's her own daughter. The girl is fucking 14, for God's sake. Now they were saying they should release the video because Princess did not release the video
Because her daughter is.
because they had to set him up again. So they left him with the girl. They invited him to their house. They left only him with the girl. They said he tried it again, even after 7 years.
Okay, so
Allegedly.
the first one,
The first one, nobody knows about it. The girl did not talk, right? So she just spoke recently, right? So when she now told her mom was now like, okay, I'll call him. She called the CCTV company, set CCTV up. I need to see if this guy is going to do this again. You get? And she said the moment he walked in, right, and saw that it was the only girl, he was checking all the rooms, make sure there's nobody in, and he tried it again. Nobody saw the video, but allegedly that's what they said. Nobody saw the video apart from the police and her. You get? So some people are pressuring them to release the video. You get? And some people are saying, "Are you mad?
Yeah,
Why do you want to see a video
when
of
the-
somebody
when-
abusing
if the
abusing a
police
minor?"
are seeing it, the court, that's everything.
You don't need
they
to put it
You don't
out
need
there.
to put it out there because like Africans as a whole, we like to like stigmatize. I believe that's what they're trying to control.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I don't want to.
Because
have,
they would
Yes. No.
come. Is it not this country?
Yes.
Even if you rape and you go to a police station, most of the times they will ask you dumb questions.
Yes. No.
You know, some people don't even believe that if it hasn't gotten violence, rape is not supposed to be until it gets physical. Sometimes it's just consent. You get? Do you want to do? No, that's it. But if as long as you try to find your way to do it when I'm not ready, then it's rape. You get?
It is.
Even husband and wife that lives in the same house do rape each other.
Yeah.
As long as consent is not there. But so many people don't even think to that extent. They just feel like, did he blow you? He not blow you. Did he slap you? He didn't slap you. Did you eat chicken? You ate chicken. Which time did you go there? 11 o'clock. Dumb, stupid questions that these people will be asking you. So for that reason, there's so many rape victims that we just hide under their shell. They don't want to come out because they know that at the end of the day, like you said, they will stigmatize it and make them look like,
rape.
yes. Now they are the victim, but they end up being the victim. They end up being victimized.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
This Baba just it's so sad. Like I'd have argued though.
Would you say every
He has confessed to the video.
He did.
he confessed? Would you say every creative or extremely creative people always have a dark side?
Yes, I would say not all. I would say like 70% of the time.
Of geniuses, right?
Because there's always something that you feel that is like your demon. Do you understand? Let me put it like that. It's like your demon that. I mean, I know my demon.
I know mine. Yeah, that was why I asked the question, because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think it through, because sincerely, if this guy did this 7 years ago, there are many victims out there. That would be afraid to come out, because it seems like 7 years ago it was really popping. Probably that's his own demon. Those are the shit he does. You know, and bring me back to people like R. Kelly. You know,
exactly what I was thinking.
About. People like Bill Cosby. You know, that they have this dark side that is different from what you see outside. Now,
I think the dark side has to do with, because just like everything that we do as creatives, the more you feed it, the more it grows.
Okay.
Do you understand? So, you, for instance, you might feed your demon maybe once in 2 weeks. Do you understand? I might feed mine every night. You might feed yours. Do you understand? So mine has the potential to grow than yours. And if you have the ability to feed your demon, I mean, all the time, because like there's something I spoke about on my YouTube page, that the reason why we procrastinate is not because we don't want to do that thing, but because of the pleasure that comes from I'll do it later. Do you understand? Like the pleasure that comes from let me just do it later. So our brain just settles on that later. So when that later comes again, you just feel like, it's the same thing. Like if it's the same thing when you're addicted to masturbation. The thing that you feel, you just want it again. Even when there's sex, babe, do your house.
You still want to. You still want to work.
So
that's some dumb shit, though.
It's just like that. You understand? So I believe those people, they've fed it to a point, and then there's nobody to talk to about what you're feeling like. I need to, because the thing that comes with this thing is, first you want to keep it a secret.
Yes.
You get? That's why when I feel like I'm doing something bad, I want to call someone that's more. How I broke free from masturbation, I had to tell my friends that, yo, bros, I dey wan go.
And I want to stop.
That's
self-realization. Like
understand?
you already realized that, okay, you're going
because this is the first time I'm saying this anywhere in the world. Do you understand? Like I'm writing a book on something that has to do with that. Do you understand? How people can.
But were you really addicted to masturbation?
Yes, bro.
Like how many times do you wank in a day?
No, not times. I don't do like multiple times in a day. Do you understand?
How
like
often do you wank?
I do once in
a
day. A day. But it was back to back. And I started like since, I think I was about, 14 or something.
Whoa.
Do you understand? So there was this lady that introduced me to it. You see, as a guy, if you come say they rape you, it's hard. You understand? Because did you get erection? You say yes.
Yes.
If you say yes, so how is that? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So,
meanwhile, it is rape.
Yes. So it happened that, I got introduced to, being erected way early. And then by 14, I don't already know what in be say something. I remember the first time I wanked. It was someone gave me a magazine.
Yeah, you look at it.
Then it was magazine.
Yeah.
So look at it. Before you know, you don't know. You know, so I busted and I was busting. That time I was busting.
You're busting loose.
I was busting.
So quite interesting though, because but at a point the self-realization comes and you felt like this is not right. Do you know how many people cannot get to that point that they will just keep doing it? So when you felt you needed help, you now called somebody, right? You called your friends or you called it?
No, I told my friends that.
Okay.
And I didn't tell my friends that will encourage me, because we have those people. We have two sets
Two
of
set
friends.
of friends.
We have the ones that will tell you that,
Yeah,
me too.
normal level. Normal level. My own kind of friend that does normal level with me is Remy. There's nothing bad I can do in this world. If I call Reminisce and say, Remy, yeah, normal level. Good. Normal level.
Yeah, so I called the ones that would tell me facts about what's going on. So I started like withdrawing beat by beat. You know, from you can. It's not something you say because that thing is very strong and we overlook it.
Very addictive.
So it's not something you do once. Something from every day to maybe once a week.
But funny enough, masturbation is not necessarily
but
bad.
you know, it is bad because of number one, the kind of person I am.
Okay.
Do you understand? And the kind of upbringing I have.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm someone who is always in the church. Like a church guy.
Yeah.
You understand? So coming from that place, and I was fighting this thing, and I could not tell one person because that's the secret to it. It wants, just like any bad thing you are doing in this life, the secret is not to tell anybody. The I don't know whether to call it the demon. The demon wants you not to tell anybody.
Do you know that? I can tell you that at least more than 50% of every household in this country have a rape victim, either the boy or the girl.
Yes.
And they were raped when they were minor.
Yes, facts.
More than 70%. That is why I used to tell my friends that the way we were raised by the older generation is way different from the way we are raising the new ones coming. Because at that point, I don't know, maybe many of those our parents were not paying attention or they just don't suspect it. But I know like 7, 6, 8 friends that they were raped by their maids. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Or one auntie that just come, or a neighbor that lives around, and they were fucking minor. You know? And this shit still happens today. And again, one thing I noticed that we don't have around here is this therapist culture. You know, no, people don't really talk to a therapist. You don't talk to psychologists, and the transfer of knowledge is very scarce. You get, even these kids, when I was molested, right?
Really?
As a minor.
Talk to me.
Yes, I was. When I was molested as a minor, I don't even have an idea.
So that is, now I can't relate.
You get, now. I don't even have, it was until I'm grown, then I realized that, what thing, that auntie was doing then.
Yeah, same, yeah.
I fucking have no idea.
Yeah, same, yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
I did, me too, I did.
You too?
You too.
This is serious, bro.
Yeah.
This is really, really serious. Did you just say you too?
Yes, no.
So you're a victim too?
Yes.
Okay, just imagine. Were you?
Then so you
okay,
too.
So we have 4 guys in this room.
Yeah.
4 guys in this room, and the 4 of us has been raped at one point of our lifetime.
But nobody ever thinks of it when it's a guy. Nobody ever.
Yeah, because
You get, and it's
because we enjoyed it though.
But okay, it's still wrong.
It is.
You get. When I was watching Surviving R. Kelly, right? He was being molested when he was young. That demon was planted into him, and while he was growing up, he started infusing the same, the same crime into women, and that was what led him to where he is today. You get. So I don't know how. Probably they had to put a kind of budget behind sex education, especially in schools, because even as old as we are, sometimes people are even shy
to talk about
sex.
Yes.
They don't even want to talk about it. Once you start talking about sex, like they'll start giving you some kind of attitude. You get. And sex education should be from primary school.
That's right.
2 things that I'm a big advocate for right now, right? Sex education and drug education. Because the same thing applies to drugs.
Yeah.
You get. They don't really educate the young ones coming. You get. That is why you see them, because if you had educated them, they would already have known that, this is bad, I don't want to do it. But it's insane. at what part do we need to draw the line between the demon and the artistic?
Well, it comes from a place of self realization, like we spoke about. Like for me now, I like to separate my work. Like I have my work life, I have my family time. Family time. You know what I mean? I'm not married.
What you mean?
Yeah. So, but if you cannot separate those things from, oh, this is me as Chris, this is me as KrizBeatz. I don't want to be high all the time. And we always know.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We always know when we do something bad. We just ignore it. So neglecting that thing makes it grow more. Do you understand? So, okay, you tell me, say, you slap person now. Do you understand? You know the person wasn't right. We always come, even if we're stubborn, there's something that tells you inside that, oh, mom, I fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it comes with all those things. But I don't know. I think we need to, like, learn to, like, get help, even if not for you, maybe for someone that you know that is just like you said. Now we need to help people to see therapists.
Yes.
But here I dey tell you, say Naija go tell you, say therapist bow, say you dey whine me, make I go see therapist. How much I want.
You get and even out there, even in schools, they have therapists. Yeah. Sometimes they just check.
Even in Nigeria, because there's such a thing as counselor.
Yeah.
You get in Nigeria, but I don't think it works.
Is it in every school?
Yeah, I don't think.
Because out there, in every school, there is a counselor or a therapist. So sometimes they just study the behavior of a child.
And tell you to report.
You get. Yeah, they'll just tell you, go and see so, and that one will start talking to you, and before you know, the whole secret will come out. The whole secret will come out. You know, the pain.
It go hard for you. So you go talk to me now. Things what I don't want to tell you, I will can't tell you. I don't tell you.
But that is their job as a therapist.
Also, they will have like special.
They know how to, you know, especially when it's a minor. I don't talk of you where you don't go. You're an adult already. Yeah. So even as an adult, you need it. But you see this minor, most times they can't help themselves. With little okay, when he did it, allegedly, when they said Baba Ijesha did it 7 years ago, right? There was a threat afterwards. If you tell anybody, I'll kill you. You get? And as a minor, they'll believe, if I tell anybody, it's going to hurt me. So they won't want to tell anybody. They'll just keep it inside. And that trauma can be with them for a lifetime.
Okay, but do you know that there are so many people that they've talked about that someone came out to say, oh, this person did so and so, that they didn't do it, that it was inspired to get at those people?
Yes, that happens.
Like, do you believe that there are cases like that?
Yeah, of course.
So
of course, that happens too.
What happens to those people?
Okay, there should be a penalty for that too. That there should be consequences, right? If there's an investigation, and at the end of the day, they realize that, oh, the person lied or it was a blackmail, there should be consequences. If there are consequences, then that will put other people straight. Yeah. Not to want to do that again.
But you understand what I'm
saying?
Yeah,
of course.
Many times.
There are a whole lot of times that they will just want to rope you in. Yeah. Sometimes they even pay people
maybe
you
even tell guys, say, okay, maybe you saw a girl at the club or something, and you guys agreed to go home, and then you say, how much are you paying me? And then you guys said, maybe I'll pay you 100K. And then the girl gets to your house and see that, I'm charging you 100K. Look at your house. That's night. I be this thing. While you guys are talking, she tells you that, oh, she's going to collect 500K. You don't understand. And you can't feel, say she dey play, say, you dey whine me, which kind of 500K? You can't do finish. You can't tell you, say, okay.
You can't do them.
You can't do them now.
Nah, it's rape.
No, bro, you don't agree. Wait.
Okay.
You agreed. She can't tell you, say, 500K, but you and I know there's a difference between, bro, my money is 500K. Don't touch me if you're not paying 500K. Okay. And okay, my money is 500K, and you are saying, come, Joe, which 500K?
Okay.
And then she can't bone.
She can't agree. You can't do.
You can't
You
change.
can't knock.
Do you
When you
understand?
knock finish.
You can't tell me say make I pay you the 500k. I
500K.
can't talk say me and you agree for 100k.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then I can't send the 100k to you. You can't go type say me and say person rape you. This. What do we call that?
That's a breach of contract. Because I mean that's.
But you understand?
I understand what
It
you're saying, and that
happens,
happened.
Like
yeah,
I
it
know
happens,
someone
yeah, it
that
happens,
happened to.
mm.
That's like.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. That's not rape. That's not rape because it was consensual, right? Among the two of them, there was an agreement. The only problem is that you didn't pay the agreed amount, but was consensual. At the end of the day, you can't say that is rape. You get, but then
We need to
but-
drink to this.
yeah, it is kind of dicey. But as long as you had an agreement between the two of you, you can't say that is rape. And I mean, or would you call that rape?
I wouldn't, because there was an agreed amount before.
Mm-hmm.
She just chose to take advantage of the fact that she saw he was richer than what he was paying.
What she
But they had
charged?
agreed
Yeah.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So if they were joking and then she says oh 500k and then he goes out but she we said 100k
Mhm.
and you still allow, I don't think that this is real. But then again, these things are quite shaky.
I-
Somebody also come to you and bring another point of view.
Yeah, but
True,
again, I
true,
purposely wanted
true.
a female.
True.
Yeah, I wanted a female point of view, but so because I don't think that's.
You say, what do you talk?
So you brought up about education about, I mean, money was involved.
Yes.
So,
No.
what would you about the scenario where, I mean, the young baby idea agreed, yeah? She came over, like, she used her money on the Uber, she came over,
Yeah.
and then gets to the house, and then you guys get together, and you guys strap jigger and go on. And then later on, she come and say, obviously you get babe, but you guys have anything like that. She won't call it twist and talk, say, and call it make up like, oh, I didn't even want to do it, you pushed me, you. And then you're like,
That one the apple.
That one normal. Where?
Because even if you go down to the sex in details, and
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say, if you go down to sex in details, now you there on top. How on earth was that way? You come from and talk, say, I got to your head. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, if
That one is not.
So
I
what do you
don't
call
know.
that?
I don't know.
That one is interpersonal raping between the two of you. The two of you raped yourselves.
It happens a lot, and this is more like emotional blackmail. And it happens a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, emotional blackmail happens a whole lot in this our society. We cannot. There's one very rare story that I heard of. This chick came to this guy. Everything was consensual. They had a perfect understanding. They both had sex. They enjoyed it. Now, here's a twist. The guy had the camera on. The girl was not aware. Right? So afterwards, for some reason, he showed the girl. So the girl was like, "So you were videoing me while this was going on, right? You raped me," and they turned it into a rape case. But that's not a rape case, right? That's not rape. But that's
Yes.
yeah, you can talk.
That's not. Do you guys know the definition of rape by law? I think you should read it.
We know the definition of rape by war when it's not consensual. Yeah, when it's not when the consent is not there.
Penetration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when it has to do with the psycho stuff, that's a mind game. That's totally different. That is not rape at all. That is not rape. But that is also wrong. It is not be rape, but it's because she didn't consent to.
You're checking something.
So, rape by law. Law regarding rape. Rape is a type of sexual assault initiated by one or more persons against another person without that person's consent. The act may be carried out by physical force or when the person is under threat or manipulation or with a person who is incapable of valid consent.
It's just consent.
So it has to do with sex, basically.
Yeah.
Which means what that guy did
Mhm.
was not rape, but it was wrong still.
That was wrong.
Because she did not consent to being filmed. She can still sue. She can sue.
Yeah, she can sue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
What
yeah.
if I delete the video immediately?
You're not supposed to make.
You're not supposed to make the video without her consent.
You should have said, "Babe, can I make a video?"
Bro, see, word of advice to guys there.
You shouldn't.
I think we should all have, like, talk to your lawyer to create a sex agreement for you. So, even if now your babe, Just say, babe, I know
No,
now,
no.
babe, I know.
Send me your email. I'm still trying to sign
Where a woman had
Send me your email.
documents that you had to sign before you people will have sex.
I'm
It was
telling
very
you.
important to her. It was a short film. You will sign that document before you have sex. So that everything, and you read it in front of her at the dates. So you cannot say one thing happened somewhere.
But
One thing I heard
that thing
guys
kills
do
the
now.
whole vibe,
One thing
bro.
I heard guys do now is when a chick comes into their house, the moment you get to the door, they collect all your phones,
Oh yeah.
they put it off, and they keep it in the car.
Yeah, we do.
We do?
Yeah, we do.
You do?
Yeah, like
You
for
do?
me now. For me
You
now,
keep
we
it in
have
the
we
car?
have we have parties that we do that
Okay.
they're like wild parties. So this party, no phones. We collect all your phones. Don't worry, we're all safe.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
where we are.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything.
Okay.
And then it's a wild party.
Yeah.
You understand?
So you don't want anybody
No
taking-
phone,
yeah.
no this thing. So we know that everything, and we're even planning to introduce one that's okay. You agree with everything that we are doing here today.
Mm.
Do you
It's very
understand?
important,
So,
yes.
because now the phone, you can say okay, no phone, and two people will agree. Two people that are in the same place will
Yeah.
go and agree that oh yes, I know what she's talking about. Do
Mm.
you understand? So we all sign.
You know, it is crazy these days the way the social life of people, the way it runs now. You cannot compare it with the way it is 5-6 years ago. It's totally different because now with just a tweet or with just a picture, you know, the message can go across the world in less than an hour.
Yeah, you can.
You get? So it is very important to understand that this is a new media and the way information goes around right now is different from the way it used to go around now. So all those things, especially if you have a name to protect, you have to be very, very conscious of it. You know, you can okay, look at this Baba Jesha issue now. If it was 10, 15 years ago, we might never heard of it. You know, but with just one post, it became a big news. And it's very sensitive
Yeah,
because there's a minor involved.
Even if the person is not a minor, is wrong. You don't understand?
Mhm.
I have one special this thing I want make they do for this.
I'm telling you, it is insane.
It's the same thing.
You mean at workplace? No, there's consent.
There's consent. But you just read now that it's without consent.
Yeah, but that I understand what she's trying to say. For that one, I personally, I think consent or no consent, right? If the purpose of the sex is for a particular kind of benefit
For one party.
for one party, then I think
So
it probably not rape.
Okay.
You probably say it's not rape, but I still think it is not right. If I need to sleep with a lecturer,
she's trying to say something. Yeah.
right, to get a kind of grade, even though there was
'Cause I was
consent
going
involved, if the lecturer agrees to sleep with the person, right, to give that mark, the lecturer is wrong. The lecturer is wrong, and
Like
the lady
how?
or the guy involved is wrong too.
Now
it's-
we've left the issue of rape.
Yes.
So
Now
this
it's
is
taking.
not-
Yeah. Now it's more or less like taking.
I need to add one more mind. This is important. It's
Yeah.
very good.
So this thing, what you just said, I agree with you, but it's tricky. It's two ways.
Yeah.
The situation where the lecturer could be the one that says, sleep with me and I will give you this grade. What if the student chooses within herself that I will sleep with this lecturer, hopefully he will give me good grades. What then happens?
It's wrong on both ends. That's
But then
that's
the
my point.
lecturer has fault in this case.
Yes, he is.
What if he's not aware that it's because of good grades,
Ah,
but she's just flirting with
why
him?
won't he be aware?
It did happen.
No.
No. It did happen.
It
It did happen. Yes.
It happened.
It did happen.
Because of grades.
Because you need to let the guy know
Yes,
that
this is
Alpha,
what
I'm doing this for this.
No.
Tomorrow you don't go and call
Baba,
that
no.
lecturer.
What if you guys have like normal relationship that you guys are just dating?
Wrong.
Like in New York now, like the state law says they don't care if they like fall in love. This is wrong. Over heels and love. As far as there's a subordinate
you cannot have sex as long as the person is superior. You get, and you are as long as you are in the position of advantage,
You can always take your
right? As long as you are in the position of
Okay,
advantage.
so it comes from a place of it cannot be normal.
It
that
cannot be normal
There's something attached to
Attached
it.
to
Like
it.
the person is doing
Yes.
it for their own
for their own benefit.
Benefit,
So
so,
it's either the lecturer is doing it for his own benefit,
or the student.
or the student is doing it. But as long as there is a benefit involved, now
Because the truth is, this conversation you're having, people fight this thing almost every day, and then it is sad because almost everybody gets away with it. Do you get? And then in case of the guys, you are never right. I mean, if today one guy raped one girl, the court is already in favor of the girl in the first place. They don't want to hear what the guy said. Nobody wants to hear what
that's not true.
what
Because
comes out
when
of the guy is.
girls report some guys to the police and the officials, and they tell them,
Okay,
why
no.
were you at his house at 10 p.m.?
But
Why
no,
did you eat shawarma?
that part is right. But if I want to go by statistics,
fix the mic.
If I want to go by statistics, if 80 girls complain of being raped, they will only question the guy. They will only listen to the guy's part. Maybe like out of the 80 girls, more like 6 times. Every other time, nobody wants to hear the guy's version of the story. Every other time, nobody wants to hear the version of the guy.
Facts though.
Because see this way, the girl shows my court. People like she starts crying. Please get out. Once you start seeing tears, emotional blackmail, yummy.
You know, I saw. You know, I saw a video of. I saw.
Yeah, you're telling me about a video you saw.
Yeah, so I saw a video of a guy and a girl.
It doesn't matter.
I saw a video of a guy and a girl. So they were like acting to see how people react to
emotional
to
violence.
Violence.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
you saw the video.
I saw it.
How did you feel when you
I
saw
saw
that?
it. No, maybe you should tell us what the video
Okay,
is.
so the girl, was shouting at this guy, beating the guy, slapping the guy. That who is this bitch you're talking to? Blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah.
and everybody keeps
and
walking
everybody
by.
keeps walking by.
Yeah.
And the case was reversed.
Reversed. Yeah.
And then this guy was hitting the girl, saying, "Who are you talking to?" And then people just rushed this guy like,
yeah.
"Nigga."
Okay.
I'm like,
You
saw
know,
the video?
you
Okay, so what, as a woman, what do you think of that video?
Well, at first, anything that has to do with violence is wrong. You can't be it man or woman, and that's why I say.
But it was violence when the lady
When
was
the
attacking
lady-
the guy
yeah.
now, but nobody said
See,
anything.
that's what you were saying now.
Yeah, but here's what I think. Yeah, no, this is what I think.
No, that's why regular people on the street.
No, by law. It's on both ends by law.
It's not by law.
It's on both ends.
I don't know about Nigeria, but by law, be it a man or a woman, as far as it's violence, whoever hits who first.
Yeah, now that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but it's still the same thing, whether streets or no
Okay,
streets.
yeah, is what I.
Like I'm
Here's
not
what I
saying
think.
by law now. I'm talking
Here's
about
what I
by
think.
normal human sense.
It shouldn't go for shouldn't.
You're only saying directly because we caught you.
Do you know how many victims this guy will have? Do you know how many victims we will have out there? See, let's go back to that conversation of abuse between the guy and the girl. Do you know that? Okay, let me start from this angle. Men and women are not equal. We are made differently. The masculine essence is way different from the feminine essence, right? And for some reason, right? I know you feminists are cool. Don't come at me. I know what I'm saying. You get? I'm not saying that we are not equal mentally, but physically, there are a whole lot of things men can do that women can't. There is a reason why God made us different from each other, right? And by naturally, they used to say the female sex is a weaker sex to men. So when a man is abusing a woman, right, people think you are taking advantage because you are stronger. Would you do that to the same man, to a man of your size? You get? That is why you see people attack the guy. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
But if she's the one attacking you, now they believe, she's weaker now.
Yeah,
You should be able to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So I think that is the angle where we should look at it from.
In a situation whereby you have three women
Three women
abusing one man,
abusing a guy.
yes,
It's still wrong, though.
It's still. I'm not saying even the women abusing men, even if it's one. I'm not saying it's right. It is wrong. You don't abuse anyone. Period. You get. But in situations where we want to think, oh, we are equal in all essence, that is where I don't agree to. Do you know that?
Yeah.
On that note, right, I believe in individuality. I don't believe in there's Serena Williams. I'm sure if you and Serena should stay together, she will beat nonsense out of you.
No.
Yes.
No, that's not that. Yes. You're not getting my. That's what I'm saying. She beats me. There are some women. See. Thank God you brought this up. There are some women that have masculine traits.
Yes, now strong guys.
There are women that have a whole lot of masculine traits, and there are some guys too, masculine man, that have feminine traits inside them. You see them, go fit, but by the time you start talking to them, you understand that this person is so, she's on the relaxed, gentle side, that feminine feel, and he's a man. You get, so it's on both ends. Now, if there is like a team of women doing a particular kind of game, right? And a man who is a trans gets into their mix. Have you ever wondered why the man beats the rest like shit? Like once the trans man go into their mix, they will go not to the mix. You get? There's one that is funny to me, weightlifting. There's women weightlifting that there's this dude.
So, I told you about this guy.
The guy was just making.
There's one guy at the gym, like my gym.
Your gym.
So I was trying to like put some weights together to lift. So this guy just comes and he's saying, please, are you done with this huge guy? Bro, huge. I look this guy, I say, maybe he does this. Are you done? You're not done with this. Okay, yes. And I'm struggling with the weight, and the guy just gets there and is like, let me see what you're doing. Do you understand? So
those are the kind of man I'm telling you that.
I come back and tell you now. I see one guy, but please, are you ready? It's not done. Okay, please, when you're done, just let me know how you can.
Yeah.
So
just like
the way that they struggle with the guy, it's quite right. I need to.
And another sense to me. It is insane.
So there are people like
just
that.
Like there are some women, bro. There are some women that if they catch you, they beat shit out.
Yeah.
See, I've been beaten by a girl before. When I was in JSS, I think it was JSS 3 or something. See, I was thinking I'm the strong guy. The girl just do something, I just slap her. What is wrong with you? See beats. Since that day, I don't touch my man. See beats. You get it? So it all boils down to who you are, your traits, all those things matters a whole lot. Not to diverse out of the conversation. We are not equal. We are different. And there's a reason why some people have 9, 11 ribs and some have like
that line just put on that one.
That line, very tricky.
we are not equal physically.
Better.
Physically,
Yeah.
we're not.
Better.
Most men are stronger. Maybe mentally, women are smarter. I won't dispute that.
Yeah, I feel, the guys might come at me for saying this, but I feel generally, women, if a woman sets her mind to do something, 100% of the time, if distraction of maybe men no day, do you understand? They always get it right. I've seen it. If I've seen, like I can tell if I see a woman today and then she's all about her business, I can tell that this person is going to be very successful. And it's unlike that for men.
But you also need to understand that each of this we cannot really do without each other. We are dependent.
Yeah, of course. That's how the universe.
We're dependent on each other, and some women will come at me for this too. They'll say no, they don't have to depend on a man. Yet, but the truth is the power of the dick is different from the power of the dildo. They are two different things.
We need that sound.
The power of the dick is
But
dildo before?
no, I've seen.
Wait, ask again, please.
No. Don't ask us
Like,
questions.
have you? It's true. You're saying it like, oh, to take straddle the pad. Have you ever used the dildo before?
I have friends that use dildo.
That they told you.
Yes, that is different. So
I like it.
yes, I have friends that use
Because
dildos, and they will tell you that
I've never
see,
seen.
the
I've never seen a dildo before.
Oh.
Like real life. See a dildo.
We're still downstairs. Can you just get
No, maybe now I'll just check. But I've never seen. Do they have the veins? You know,
They are
dick has
different
veins. No
types.
veins.
Bro, they don't
They have
even
veins.
so.
They have veins.
Some of them have
Everything
some of
they.
them have been. Some of them,
Because you know,
some of them vibe.
Okay, let me now tell you. Let me bust your head. You know that there's a way your dick, does this. Like
You mean
when
the
the dick go they breathe now, go they do. Dildo they do am.
No be dildo do that thing. No, please, no be dildo.
No, she wants to say
Some of
something.
them
No,
do.
it's not the
There are
dick
different types.
that
There are
does
different
that thing
types.
that was
I've
saying.
read ones that do
No,
everything you can.
no, it's the vagina. No, it's the vagina that is the receiving process.
No.
Okay.
You know, I don't have.
The dick
Yes.
is no, it's the vagina that is breathing.
You know that the dick. You know that it does.
He does on his
Is it?
own.
Yes,
On his
now.
own, he
Okay.
does without it being anywhere. He can on his own. Yeah.
People will listen to this and now go
So, okay. So, are you saying that the dildo does not do the
So me, I don't think I've never seen.
I think some of see what I know that friends have told me, female friends, what they tell me is the orgasm is different. You know, when it's a good dick, you know, it goes to another level that no dildo on earth can go there. This thing is natural, it's by God. Dick is by God now. Dildo is by human. You get, so you cannot undermine the essence and the power of the power of
flesh. The flesh
You
will.
get.
So, the flesh.
Eh.
Yes, flesh. Like actual proper silicone dome, proper skin.
Really?
Live flesh.
yeah.
I'm surprised Prince knows.
No! No child of that. No do me this
Yeah. But I'll still say it, that the power of the dick, you can't compare with the power of the dildo. It's a little
What
bit
about duration?
some duration. Dildo wins when it comes to duration.
Of course.
Dildo wins when it comes to duration. But and again, you cannot also undermine the emotions. Because somebody like me now, I'll tell you, right? The only way I enjoy sex is if I'm emotionally involved.
Yeah.
There are things that even before getting down there are things I want to do. I want to kiss you, I want to hold you, I want to feel the compassion. Then the sex is the final part of it. Dildo will not do that to you. You get, you have to touch yourself and then put a. It will not. You get, so we cannot say that we are not dependent on each other. You still need men and men need women. It is natural. That is how God created us. You get, if you like, come at me and say I'm saying nonsense. But the truth is the truth, and we won't shy from the fact that we're speaking the truth. So, but now let's go to LGBT, right? If you see two guys making out, how do you feel? Gross. If you see two females making out, how do you feel?
Still gross.
Still gross. But a whole lot of men will see two guys making out, they'll say it's gross. But if you put them with two women in the room, they will tell you they want to watch. It's interesting.
Yeah, because two guys might be interesting to watch to some ladies. You don't think so?
heard of ladies that enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it's gross.
Yeah. Coming from you as a guy.
But I can actually watch two ladies. I think I will enjoy it. But I cannot watch two men making out. But I think I can watch two ladies making out.
It's still the same thing if you look at it from what you said, that to some persons it's interesting to watch. Me, I might like it, but I don't think I would like it. Do you understand? Like, because even in movies like the fast forward the people.
Yeah,
I don't
doesn't look appealing. Right?
So do you think there should be like a different name for people like him that likes
Of course, I'm sure there's something.
because some people don't
See.
I don't like two men, two women.
Check something.
No, me too, I don't like it.
So there
Prince,
should be something for
check the wait. Check the number of sex in human now. It's more than male and female.
Yeah, that's
Now you have it's over 50. Last time I checked, it's over 51 kind of sexual preferences. Yes. Sexual preferences. Right now, you have the ones that is only animal they are attractive to.
Yeah.
You have the ones that it is insane, bro. It is insane. Now, sexual preferences is
Specific animals.
if you check all these dating sites, now
Each person has 46 chromosomes and 46 autosomes.
no, I'm talking about sexual
orientation
preferences.
or preferences.
Sexual orientation or preferences of human now. The last time I checked, it was about 51. There are some people that they make love to plants. Plants, like Igewedu, that's the love of their life. I'm telling you, there are some people that it is so insane. Some people strictly with animals, some people
I
will
saw a
say
video of someone fucking the exhaust pipe.
they have a group. Yeah.
They have a group of
Here that they like anything they could.
That means tomorrow some people can just be having sex with Sky.
Technology allows you to see.
They don't need technology. The people making love with pipe, exhaust pipe.
That's because they can feel it. It's
Is-
touchable now.
There are people that
They'll
will
do
do
it
now
with-
that all they have to do is look at the sky and they will come.
Yeah.
What have we not heard in life?
It's insane, bro. Sexual orientation right now is insane. And until that was why I was saying that sex education is key, is vital. You get all these things, right?
Just the one to go.
How many?
What the hell?
How many do you see?
No, I mean there are a lot of them, but I mean I saw the one that says people can be asexual in the sense that they're not attracted to any.
Yeah.
But they're sexually alive, but they're not nobody freaks
Not having sex, nothing.
with people. Are you dating?
Yeah.
They do like that.
With people.
Even those ones they
Nothing.
even
They are
disobey
not
God.
having any sex.
Because Baba said
They are not
when we
sexually
multiply.
attracted to anybody.
As
Asexuals.
And then there's pansexual people
Yeah,
are
pansexual, yeah.
they're attracted to people of any gender.
Any gender, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, woman,
Then there's
boy.
demisexual.
There's the
I
heterosexual.
think that's where Jaga belongs.
Which one?
Pansexual.
I don't think it's attractive.
No,
That
I'm not
would be
attracted to. I'm
attracted
not attracted to men. I'm not attracted to men.
You said two ladies kissing. See why they can't mix
I'm not attracted to.
No, but
For me.
I think he will be demisexual because he needs to have a connection with the person before he has sex, right?
Yes.
And that's what demisexuality is.
Oh, demisexual.
So you're
That's okay.
demisexual.
I mean, demi.
Pandemic.
Pandemic sexual. Chris. Anyway, let's go to music. That was awesome. Let me ask you one question, okay? I had in mind I would ask this question when you're big. And I think you're big. You're big now, so. That day that I walked into your house. Do you remember that day? Of course. That I came to your house. How many years ago?
7.
7 years ago, right?
In your area.
Yeah, you are here. What was running through your head?
Yo, at first, I had to like tell like all my guys from school that, yo, Jobless is coming. Bro, so let me tell you one secret that you didn't know. That room, we usually take our bed outside, so it looks like a proper studio.
That room I came to.
Yeah. So during the day is a studio. In the night, like yeah, I'll sleep like this. Boy's babe will sleep like this. My babe will sleep like this.
Wow.
So I like 4 on the bed, and then in the night I'll wake up to make more music and stuff. But it was just a vibe. Sometimes I still feel like I should go back to the house.
Yeah.
But then it was amazing. Jobless coming to my house, not even from Lagos, from Yankee. Bro.
You know the funny thing? When I was talking to, when I heard those beats, I'm like, where's this person? When he said that he's not in Lagos, he's in Ibadan. I said, we're going to I didn't even think it twice. I was like, they're going to come. He's like, when are we going? Okay, tell him we're going to come. And we move.
Yeah, and it's still he's my manager till date.
Bro. It's interesting that sometimes there's something for me, there's something I think I'm gifted in, right? Ever since I've been in the industry, right, I've never gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts.
What I mean by I've never gotten it wrong is if I see a raw talent, right, or hear one, right, and that instinct tells me that is it, right? Once I go to meet that person, and it just takes 2-3 years, they get to where they're going. I've never gotten it. I've never met somebody that I had the belief in.
Yeah, true.
I didn't blow out.
True. This one.
Let me give you a funny story. The day I had SARS.
No, I was even going to talk about Kiss Daniel.
The day I had SARS, right? I was just sitting with Dabat. There was one guy in Dabat that just played the sound to me. I was like, play that again. He played it again. I said, play that again. Where's this person? I said, it's somewhere in Kuru. That's where we are going. I said, we are going. Yeah, just one sound. And it was the same thing with you.
Yeah, so I think there's a thing I picked from, what you just said. I think there's something to, artists going to the space of that producer. I think there's something about that thing. Don't you think so?
Going to the space of that producer.
Because now you said, when you heard about SARS, you went to him, and then you guys
just connected.
Do you understand? Connected.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? So I feel like, after you guys have done, there's something about going to that space where the person's creative space is. I think there's something about it. Because that, for me, when you came, it boosted my
your morale. Yeah.
I feel like, okay, I'm actually doing something that makes sense.
For this person to come and see the value in it. Yeah.
So same thing.
I think it's a validation.
Yeah, same thing with Tech. He came to my studio and I was like, this guy come to my studio. Do you understand?
In Lagos?
In Lagos, yeah, in Lagos.
Tekno.
Yeah. So
was that how you guys came about Pana?
Pana, yeah.
Give me that story.
So I said the story too many.
No, I want to hear my own.
I was making the beats for someone in the studio, and then the person was like, "No, Baba, I need to feel these beats."
Hey!
Yes, no. But like, I know they feel these.
You know they feel the beats.
Yeah. The person had to still, you understand? Like, he wasn't feeling the beats. And then my bro just sent me a text that, "Oh man, this beat's mad. I beg."
He was in the studio.
Yes, I like this beat too, Chris. So I just told the guy that Alpha, you can make your now. The guy said yes. Yeah. Okay, come so and so time. And we recorded that song that night. That night. But then we didn't have all those things. It was just the so he was feeling like maybe I was doing waiting day.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we made it.
Do you know that thing happens a whole lot? Sometimes the connection between an artist and a producer, right, is key in production. So many people don't know this thing, right? But if an artist walk up to you into your studio, right, and you're not connected, it's hard to come up with
Yes.
a fantastic sound.
Yeah.
But if you are connected, it's what was happening was that there was a stronger vibration
Yeah.
and connection between Tech
Yeah.
and you. So Tech felt what that guy wasn't feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True.
When Teddy G did
Free madness.
Free Madness, did you hear what he said? He said people will get this beat day for outside day. You get, which means those guys were there. You get, but he was feeling what he was doing more and became a beggar hit.
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be like a marriage between, like, there are some beats now that you probably would not like
Yes.
because you are not connecting with the beat.
Did the
And
beats,
then
yeah.
not a fantastic beat,
Mhm.
beats will no make sense at
Mhm.
all.
Yeah.
And then another person comes and then that beat is heaven and earth
To the
them.
person, yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it has to do with the marriage between the producer, the artist, and the beat or the song is like their child.
Yeah, but I would say that most of the biggest songs that have ever been produced, you know, there's always that crazy connection between the producer and the artist.
Yeah, true.
You know, because I remember that I've seen a documentary when Michael Jackson wanted to produce a few songs. Like, I had to tell them to go and bring out Kelly for him. You know, so Kelly was there in the studio with him. Again, have you ever been in a situation whereby you're producing an artist and you felt disappointed? Like, I mean, don't listen, a superstar.
I'm not going to say the person's name.
Don't mention that.
Of course I
You
am.
get, because I've seen situations like that too. That you just be like, but boy, you won't come out now.
Well. And you know the thing for me is the way I work is I already know what I want you to do on the beat.
Yes.
So just come and listen. You don't even have to do too much.
Too much.
So,
Yeah.
but at first I'll feel like, okay, let's see.
Maybe you have a better
Do you
idea.
understand? Maybe
Mhm.
you have a better idea. And if you don't, I won't even say do it like this. I'll just start doing what you should be doing.
Yeah.
So you could hear yourself.
There's one story I heard. It's insane. Wyclef was producing Whitney Houston. He said after laying the beats, when Whitney wanted to sing, she now went off key. Right? And she didn't stop. She was going. He said, him as Wyclef cannot tell a whole Whitney that she's off key. This is like the biggest female vocalist in the world. It's just everything to me, because sometimes you just look at some, you see some artists like this, put them on stage, when they start performing, you just be like, fuck. You know? And there are some that they're not even famous, but once they hold the mic, you know this person is blessed. So it's a tricky situation, right?
Yeah, but we have different types of artists. There are artists that they are good on stage. There are some that are good in the studio. It just takes a balancing. It takes practice.
Ain't you supposed to be a total package?
I mean, you're supposed to be. Total package is a work in progress. You work towards being a total package, but there's a package that you come with.
You come with, yeah. The original package.
The original package. So
Yeah.
is like, for me, I didn't know how to play the piano, the keyboard before. And I know. But before.
Before,
Yes,
okay.
before. So I didn't know how to play.
Mhm.
And then I started learning to play. I learned to play the guitar. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So from there, I didn't know how to sing before. I learned to sing.
yeah.
The package I came with was drums.
Mm-hmm.
So that one I didn't have to learn
Too much, yeah.
Do you understand? So I started picking all these things. During the pandemic, I still learned to play the bass guitar. Do you understand? So
Mhm.
it's for me, the learning don't stop. So I pick, if I see something that, oh, this person, the way this person is singing, I like it, I learn it.
How do you feel when you listen to an artist over the tape or on CD or audio, when you listen to the audio and you like the song and you see the same artist on stage and they are singing off?
Yes, no, it's so
It
bad.
it is really,
very
is,
disappointing.
yes, it's really
I'm
disappointing.
sure you hear a lot of that here.
Plenty times.
I know that's where this question is coming from.
Plenty times. I'll just be like, come on, man. Come on.
you know the thing about you is you like your music so much, so you expect like, how would I put this thing now? You expect too much. Me, I learned not to expect too much. You get, because
Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
My expectation is always, especially when I put you in.
I've seen.
you know.
I remember when we were working on I Am Me. So you, like some artists to send their vocals in, and you're like, and you're like, Chris, No. So I know it was coming from an emotional, place for you. You feel like, this guy sounds so good on.
But you have to, Well, so many people are not like that.
Doctor.
But bro, I won't lie to you. You've given yourself a very, very impressive profile in the last couple of years. I'm so proud of you, my brother. You get. Shime will begin to count the audio. Yeah. You did a song for Tenny now, Shebi?
Yeah, I did a song for Teddy. I did a song for Diamond Platnumz and Omarion. That one.
Diamond and Omarion, you produced it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The story behind that was tricky because we were in SA for ADM party. There's this party I do around East Africa. I go from schools to schools where we
ADM party.
ADM party. So
Yeah.
it's like one of those wild parties I was talking about.
Okay.
So we were supposed to go and do something in SA, and we met. That was the first time I was going to like meet Diamond one-on-one.
Okay.
Before it was him and Tech talking, and they talk about me and.
You're okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
His manager saw my manager and then saw me, and then we were discussing that, oh, Chris is around, blah, blah, blah. And he said, oh, they are planning to do something with Omarion, that he's coming to town today, that they are waiting for their producer. Oh, Chris is here now, let's do something. So,
For real?
yeah, so I didn't go with.
Where was that, in SA?
In SA, yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't go with my computer for production. I went with my DJ computer.
Oh, okay.
So I don't like to travel with it. So if I'm going for this, let me know I'm going for
Yeah,
this.
because you're going for a party, so.
Yeah. So they said we should do stuff. So I had to download everything that night, and I went to like their music store to get like a small keyboard and a small microphone, a Scarlett microphone. So
Wow.
I made the beat. The intro to that beat came from. So everybody,
Yeah.
So I sampled that, and then the producer don't come. I don't know if you like say, these people, their producer don't come. That's how they're going
To do it.
Like they might not like this. So I went ahead to like create everything. I didn't create beats. I created song
Wow.
so that they will not come and say, okay,
No,
I
we
like
don't.
the
Yeah,
beat,
no
or they want
excuse.
to start looking for songs.
No excuse.
So once they heard the song like this, so I made the beat. I wrote some things on it, the melody. I sent it to Siwo. He recorded the melody because I now sent the melody. That's the melody I now took to the studio.
Wow.
You understand? So the guy, they were playing beats. The guy was trying to figure out the beats to pick. Immediately I played this one. The guys stood up like, yeah, this one, let's do this one.
Yeah.
Did that, shot the video that same week, and then I'm telling you, it was crazy.
Wow. Creative process,
Yeah.
right? Because I like to ask everybody that question. I like to know how it comes to you. Me, the way it comes to me is sometimes I could even be pooping in the toilet, you know. Sometimes in my dream, I hear sound, and that sound follows me to life.
I don't know how people do that. Too.
It's insane.
Let me tell you, I had a dream that I was thinking was some sweet die for that dream. So I tell you, Ali, I woke up, I'm trying to get. The next day I heard the song, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't believe
Like,
but it has happened to me several times that in my dream, I'll hear a rhythm, right? And when I wake up, that rhythm is still on. So I just take my phone and just record it. And sometimes I might not be sleeping, I might just be driving. You know, it will just come. I'll just pull over, take it down. You get? How does it come to you?
For me, I'm a people person, if there's any word like that.
People person.
Yeah.
Democracy. Democracy.
Like, I like to have people around me when I walk.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes
yeah.
I like to walk
alone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if it depends on the type of thing I'm trying to do. If I'm trying to do something like I'm trying to work on maybe like a remix where I want people to go crazy. I want people to be around
you.
Because I can make beats that all of us will like by playing something and looking at this person. How do you react to this? You don't like it. But this person likes it. So I'll keep that thing. So I'll try to play the one that you will like. I try. So everybody will say, once the beat plays, someone will say, now that thing I like. No, say,
okay.
Like
yeah.
Sometimes I just like to, have girls around when I walk. That works a lot for me.
That one.
Works a lot. I just like to have girls. You don't have to have sex or do anything.
Yeah, just there. I think it's the feminine essence. That
one works. Like
it goes along. Sometimes, if I see a nice chick, right, I don't have to talk to you before I can tap from your energy. From the presence, I can tap into it.
Yeah, I think the female part of the thing is when I'm trying to write a song, the lyrics just comes.
Yeah, pa, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, most times you are not conscious of it, but what you're doing is you're tapping from the essence of that feminine energy around you. You're just it's a vibe,
Weed has never ever worked for me.
Yeah.
In that light. I tried it once and that was the first and last time. So we went for writing camp, Spotify writing camp in the UK. And some guys came in, with stuff, and I was crazy. I told them that no, let's walk. After walk,
we can go and smoke anything.
No, man, let's do this. I just laughed. I told my friend that, Baba, I said, let's just vibe. Let's do one people should mention it. They talk about vibe. Okay. Baba, okay. Please, this is my laptop. This is my bag. Everything. I think we were supposed to record Stormzy and another guy. So we were waiting for them in the studio. If like say that time, if like say they say maybe in wife, maybe just gave birth or something.
Okay.
So
okay.
So we were waiting for these guys
in the UK.
In the UK. So these guys they brought the smoke now. I say normal
level. One drag.
How did you know?
One drag.
But I packed my laptop. I was trying to force myself that today I have to at least people get us know now say Chris they are around because I've been playing beats and then they've been feeling the beat, so they just selected and we kept it, waiting for the engineer to start and and that chair I go
straight.
I woke up in the car. So I know for me that
Weed doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Funny enough,
And
for
there
some
are
people it does.
Yes, I've seen.
Yeah, for some people
that-
they can only vibe when they are on weed. Well, you
Even
know.
me, as how would I put this word now? As I like to think of weed as, oh man, you don't really need this thing to do what you want.
Mhm.
I have some people that when they come around, for me not to waste
My time, you just let them, just make them smoke their shit. Go and smoke your shit. It's crazy because sometimes you just look at different kind of people with different kind of inspiration. Some people just drinking, you know, they like to drink when they are recording and the vibe comes. Some people they want to get high, and some people cigarettes. Some people will not do anything, and they sleep. So we as human we're just a weird kind of creature. I swear it's very easy, you get. But I think the most annoying one is when they tell you, oh, all the essence is in the weed, and they take the weed and it's time to deliver, and they're not doing rubbish. You know, you're man what I in studio. Shit, play to love nonsense about them. Deliver. You just this.
Well, I think the whatever thing you take is just an enhancer for what you already have. That's how I feel. Because I like to work with, even drink. I cannot drink and work. I like to have a clear head.
Clear head, yeah.
Like, my brain needs to be active because the most part of my job is my brain working.
Of course.
This part works. Oh, this part is straight. If we take this part from this side, oh, maybe we need some select parts. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it works for me that way.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So, are you dropping an EP, an album, or anything anytime soon?
I just released an album, African Time. Like not just.
What's African time? What's fair to 6 months now? But 3, yeah. We've not talked in a long while though.
So
Yeah. How did COVID treat you though?
you know, it's crazy. It's crazy because I made more money.
During COVID. You see, I was telling people, I told a whole lot of people that if you know what you're doing, that was a bank breaker for a whole lot of people.
Because I had to focus on my YouTube. That's when
Your digital sales.
I'm like,
Yeah.
me. I'm like one of the big YouTubers in Nigeria. If you can't count what 5. Like YouTubers. I'm not talking about artists.
Yeah.
Or this thing, like a YouTuber like you and I.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, it got real for me then sales.
Yeah.
Streaming.
Digital sales and streaming. Yeah.
And I had something I was doing before. I don't want to like talk about that, but I had something. It's still in the music scene.
Okay.
But during that time, artists were just reaching out to me. Like, okay, let me just say it. I have like incomplete songs for artists. Do you understand? So people will just reach out to me. Oh, I'm trying to collaborate with so and so artist, and then I will talk to the artist that, oh, how far? So this person is trying to collaborate with you, and they have money.
Have it? Yeah.
And they're going to be like, oh no, I don't have time for that. I'm like, no, you have this song that you're not done. You can just change it and switch it and then.
I'll switch it then.
This artist brings money, the artist gets paid, you get paid, and then the Jeff Bezos of the thing gets paid. So that worked for me, but majorly was my online platform.
Yep.
Majorly was that. So
Yeah, isn't it fun? It's not even weird, but it's interesting that as much as the hardship was, how so many people were complaining, a whole lot of people cashed out from COVID. Did you protest?
I did from the comfort of my home.
You didn't go to Lekki?
No, we are the online protesters. We have different ones.
This one was in Lekki now.
Yes, nah.
This one was in Lekki. I saw him.
But I wasn't feeling too good that time though. So.
Oh, so you did not see it. What's your take about the whole thing though?
I know. I think the people have the right to express themselves.
Do you think it was a successful one?
Success. I think we made our point.
Abi, even though it wasn't.
Yeah. I think we made our
It wasn't. They didn't attend to everything, but at least it was
But we made
something.
our point.
But the current
But
situation.
the thing that wasn't so, that I felt like so bad about was the fact that they were destroying people's
Properties. But that was the fact that the hoodlums were able to hijack the protest, and that was the excuse that hoodlum has hijacked it.
I feel like we, like the on hoodlums guy,
Okay.
we're supposed to.
I mean, the sane ones were so yeah.
They are supposed to like feel like, okay, let's try to minimize this so that we know who is who and who is not.
There's no way in the world
Because
that they will have a.
People's things were destroyed.
But
You can't tell if you tell those people, if you have someone that maybe they burnt their stuff or something in one of these
with their
shops,
stuff, yeah.
that they want to protest tomorrow. Do you think that person will be happy about anything?
No. But another thing that we need to understand that there is no. Yeah, we thought we were on the verge of something, you know. But even in America, look at when George Floyd died. There was looting. They will loot. You get. There's no way you have.
So it's like one of the things that
It is part of it.
So
When there is a major protest like that, they will loot. It's a human thing, you know. It happens everywhere in the world. Only that we as Nigerians, the problem, you know, the problem we have is the middle class, right, is the closest to the grassroots, right? So when this thing happens, the middle class suffers. They don't go to the.
Oh, okay. I get what
you get,
yes.
because you are the closest to them.
Yes.
So when it happens, they attack the middle class.
Yes.
But the main guys that are chopping the money,
Yes.
they are up there. You can't even get close. You get. You cannot get close to them. You get, and that is where we are supposed to be orienting. Information is key, right? The grassroots that we think they are the so-called low class, they need to be oriented. They need to understand that, oh, the situation you are feeling here, forget that we are middle class, oh, we are feeling the same thing, just on a different level, right? It is not us that you are supposed to attack when problems start, right? Because we are not your enemies. You get? Because the only class that is enjoying in this country is just the upper class. And what makes them upper? Money. You get? So until we start understanding what value is, you know, value of life, what value is really behind money. Do I actually need to respect you or give you a certain kind of respect because you have money? You know? Because it's only in this part of the world that when somebody has money, he has a say. You get? It doesn't happen anywhere else.
Like someone was saying, like what we need to protest about is not what we were protesting about. That we were supposed to talk about how a life of an average Nigerian would matter.
Would have value.
Yeah, like what you're saying.
Yes.
That where a nobody can sue the upper class
And win. Yeah.
Do you understand? I mean, it's hard, but the person was saying he feels like that's where. Do you understand? We need.
The kind of Nigeria we should be looking for is a Nigeria that I'm a nobody, right? I can go for the same job interview, right, with you that you're somebody or your parents are somebody, and they'll give me the job based on merit. Based on merit, not giving you the job based on as I be in Papa. You get. One thing happened to me, Chris, one day. There was fuel scarcity, right? All these cars been there. You get. Because I was driving a very sleek car, right? I got to the gate of that filling station and they opened the gate. And I went straight to the pump and they pumped me up. I paid like twice the price. But the only reason why I was able to get in was because they respected my car. It's an insane society. All these guys that have been there for hours, they didn't answer them. Right? So once you have a society like that, that people tend to respect you because of the kind of car you drive, what do you think all these new ones will be doing? They want to get a big car because they want respect.
Like what we're discussing in the car now.
You get, and it fucks up the society. You get, until we need to understand that. See, God bless America, right? You go drive. I'm telling you, you go drive car, right? Boys go dey trip for person wey wear Jordan's sneakers, pass you wey carry car. Then go appreciate that Jordan sneakers pass the car wey you drive. When are we going to have a society like that? Because it seems like it's impossible. But the current situation of the country, what do you think?
No, I don't know what to think, bro, because I don't think, I feel it's not something that we can do from now. We need to
Takes time.
It takes time, and then we need to go back from it's a root thing. It's not something that we can take from the head and say no, because even if you just see a video of one small girl, you know, see this small girl where they come up clothes, where they come up pants, where they do her body like this for camera. Small girl, she not even get breasts.
Oh yeah?
You didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
You see her?
How old?
You didn't see it.
Like what age?
Like maybe 6 or.
Are you kidding
7.
me? Who posted that?
I saw it on TikTok now.
What?
You didn't see it. Small girl that she took off her this thing.
Nigerian girl?
I don't know, but she's black.
Jesus Christ.
She took off her clothes and then she was doing. Small girl. What I won't come out from my eye.
Lies go food out.
And you'll be asking where are her parents?
So it's a root thing. They are just, everybody's trying to. I was saying, like, why do we need to? Why do we feel the need to look a particular way? Do you understand? Like,
What do you mean?
like okay, 2017. I bought a wristwatch. I'm talking about now.
Okay.
I'm looking at it now that it was stupid.
Okay.
But I bought a wristwatch of 3 million naira. I mean, does it make sense? But they need to feel like, oh, this my friend just bought a wristwatch and his wristwatch is about 4 million or something. So I need to buy something that is as equally good. But that has nothing to do with me as a person. It's just a fucked up ego that you're trying to say, okay, my friend is doing this.
Let me do it. Yeah.
You understand? Like, it's just crazy because looking at it now, Baba, this watch I talk about, a day house. See,
You don't even wear any.
I don't even wear them. Do you understand? So I look at it from a place of, why did I even do this thing? Like, what was I trying to achieve?
Yeah.
Why? It does not take that anything from me.
Is that a problem is that a problem from the root?
Baba, it's still roots because I feel like I need to look fly for.
So if you want to talk about root, you know where we'll go. Maybe we should go back to the fact that everything good is white.
I know.
And everything bad is black. You get? If we really want to go to roots, we should start looking at things from the pre-colonial era to the neocolonialism.
How Tarzan is white, and then the African people that has been here for years, they cannot talk. They cannot talk to the chiefs, and then a white guy, I think they talk to. Didn't you notice that?
Like Jesus Christ
Have you noticed that most churches, Jesus Christ is white? Yeah, but if you most
They're not. They're like no.
They wear
They were black. How?
black
So,
people were the main Jew.
What changed them to white?
Ah,
They were not fully black. They were not fully black.
bro, see this it's deep. Oh. Like you said, the roots.
Let's leave roots, man. Because we try to go.
It is deep because sincerely, these two religion, right, were from Middle East.
Yeah.
Christianity was from Middle East. At least if you check where Jesus Christ was born, it was Jerusalem, Nazareth, all those places he walked, Abi. So it was Middle East, right? And even Islam is Middle East. Okay? The people in those places are black people. They are colored. They are not white. They are colored people. Yeah.
Really? Like as far back as when?
Yeah, as far back as before Christ.
Really?
Yeah. They are not Eastern. They are not Westerns.
When you are saying black, they are not black like
No. It was after.
Like,
No.
Use yourself.
Baba.
Black.
It was after when all this interracial thing began to get into the picture. That is when they started mixing genes. But originally, the podcast I had yesterday, was it today? The podcast I had 2 days ago, the guy showed us a documentation where one of the lords, I've forgotten one of the lords, actually referred to the Igbos as wandering Jews of West Africa.
Yes, they say that a lot.
You get?
Like a lot. Like even me now, coming from like the Igbo background, my granddad would tell you that that's the Igbos. They are from Israel. He'll tell you they are like the original.
The original.
Yeah, but how?
Baba, that is what I'm telling you. That if you want to see, Baba, if you want to go to the roots, we no go come up for here today.
Oh man, no be lying.
We don't come up for here today. If you want to go to the roots, so let's just leave it at that. We save that topic for another day. Because would you? Now, see now. So
The Yemenite Jews.
yeah. So will you be surprised, right? Are you surprised that out of all the continent, right, on Earth, Africa, that is the most populated when it comes to black people, is the most suffering? Have you ever asked yourself why Africa is like this on the scale of preference? And do you also know that the biggest black nation on earth is Nigeria?
Yeah.
Right?
I've seen that.
Is the most populated when it comes to black people, right? Have you ever wondered why is third most suffering country in the world?
Is it?
Yeah.
Third.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah.
The worst country in the world. I think yes,
Yeah. Have you ever wondered, right? So, do you think our problem is beyond what we are seeing? Our problem is beyond corruption and all these things that we are complaining of. Is way deeper than what we are saying. Until we see, you know what I'll suggest. Number one, all of us, we need to start unlearning everything we've learned.
Yeah.
Especially from primary school. All those nonsense that they taught us.
Talk about that. Unlearning.
Unlearn. We need to unlearn so many things, right? After we unlearn finish, we go start to learn the proper way as Africans, where our strength is. How can a continent be so blessed? Did you see the video of Sudan like 2 weeks ago? How they are digging gold, that they discovered gold in one dead end.
Sudan.
Yeah, you didn't see it. Did you see the Sudanese video?
I think you should.
Gold, bro. How can a continent be so blessed and it's the most suffering?
Baba, must still be roots.
So that root, you get scale.
Yes.
Some scale they will say you don't even want to go there, because if you start digging, you self go fear of the things you discover. You know, so orientation you get, because I don't see anything wrong in us being Africans and portray ourselves as Africans, you know.
Yeah.
But even from our culture, from education, the Westerners have been so penetrated that they've changed all the way we think. And
yeah, I think it started from when, you know, they were controlling everything we see from the
media.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the most powerful tools that they used was the media. You get, and you know, how would you come from, okay, you went to the Middle East, you found a religion, you stole it, you took it back to your own country, you now appoint one of your own to be the head of that religion. Does it make sense to you?
I don't get, yeah, you came to use Nigeria for instance.
Okay, you came to Nigeria now. You now say, these people have Odudua. This Odudua is powerful, right? There's so many things to unveil. You now took the Odudua, you now took it to America. You now form Oni of New York to be the head.
Sounds like what your title and EP. Oni of New York.
Yeah, Baba. So it's way deeper than what you and I can. So I'm still looking for a very good historian, you know. So there are some people that are knowledgeable in this field that I want to talk to, you know, bring them on the show so that they can actually tell us what we don't know, because I think there's a whole lot to unlearn. There's a whole lot to unveil, right? I know you're a church person. That's why I'm having that discussion with you. You get? Do you think some of the stories we have in the Bible are bogus?
Well, I believe that, without sounding like a pastor, I believe that everything that we have in the Bible was inspired by the Holy Spirit. Everything
was inspired by the Holy Spirit. Okay. Men wrote inspired by the Holy Ghost. Okay. Do you also understand that there are different versions of the Bible?
Of course.
Okay.
There are different interpretations
of the Bible. And do you also understand that what many of us believe to be the official King James version was the Western version of the Bible?
So when they say King James version, it means they interpreted it to
English.
King James suiting.
Yes.
So that King James can understand.
Yeah. But
so the original Bible was written in Hebrew.
In Hebrew. Yeah.
So
okay.
You can have your own interpretation. You can have Jabless's version. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can have yours.
So, but do you know that over time, when too many people have interpreted a particular documentation, the language changes?
Yeah, that's why they didn't eradicate the Hebrew version.
But you can't say it.
No, you can. I have it.
Okay.
If you're studying, there's a particular word. When you're studying, you try to compare if you want to understand. But I mean, God forgive me, permit me for saying this, but Christians are too lazy. Do you understand?
And it's even in the Bible. It's even in the Bible that you should seek.
Yes, we are too lazy. The knowledge is there. Everything is there, but you want to wait for someone to interpret it to you and say, okay,
this is what it means.
God said this and that. But it's there. Just go there and check. And then the Hebrew thing, you will see it. They will tell you that he can say, let there be light, and then the light means something else. You understand? But people just read and say, okay,
let there be light.
Issue of tithe.
Gay, there's a verse in the Bible that's stated gay, not the homosexual.
Yeah.
Referring to garments.
Yes.
You look good.
But I believe there's something about homosexuals in the Bible. Anyway,
Yes,
I don't want to go that far. But I think,
I'm talking about like the issue of tithes. Like different types of tithes. There's a place where the tithes, you go bring them, everybody go chop them. Do you understand? There's a place where the tithes you pay your tithes. It didn't say give, you pay. It's an instruction. It did not say maybe or maybe. He said pay your tithes. Other ones said give offering. So if you like, if you don't like, don't give. But tithes said pay your tithes. And there are different types of tithes. So if you don't read these things, you don't know.
Yeah, like a friend of mine used to tell me that you can read the Bible several times, and each time you read it, you come up with new meaning, different meanings.
One line, bro. If I start to preach now, one line we go dissect and like we'll go deep and deep and deep and deep and deep into it. It's just something that it comes from a place of wanting to know. For me,
okay.
I like.
Okay, would you say that the King James version is actually a Western version? Would you say it is wrong if I say that they actually created that version to create law and order? Probably not what the real Bible is about. Like, it's been tweaked to like when you read things like slaves should obey their masters. Who are slaves? Who are masters? I know you are very knowledgeable in the Bible. That's why I'm asking you these questions, so that you can actually educate us.
There's a saying that says that we're the children of God, but we are actually God's slave. Have you heard anything like Eruolong?
Yeah.
Like the Muslims say it, it's like Eruolong.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Servants. Okay, yes,
Servants of God. Yeah.
Do you understand? So, who is a servant? Someone that serves. How do we worship God? We serve God. So you can say servant of God. Do you understand? But we are called sons of God because of what Jesus did for us. If we want to take it to that route.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like Jesus came, bought us with his blood, and then we became sons of God. Do you understand? Like, to him who the Son is set free is free indeed. That was this thing that we have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. So Jesus Christ is the reason why we are at the place. I don't even
that's the idea.
Do you understand? So Jesus Christ is the reason why we can say we are sons of God. But people, like some people say, oh no.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with what you think, what I think, or what this person thinks. Your religion should not be based on what this person is telling you. Your religion should be based on what you know. So
what you believe and what you hold on to. Yeah.
Follow what
people saying. Yeah.
About a particular thing. If I know something, it's like someone coming to tell me now that maybe you did one thing that I know that you cannot do. There's no how until I see it with my eyes. You are doing that thing. That's when I believe that you did it.
Yeah. You know why I'm bringing up this conversation? Remember that we were talking about Nigeria, and I think one of the biggest problems we have in this country is religion. I think a whole lot of brainwashing. We were talking about unlearning. A whole lot of brainwashing came in. Okay, brainwashing is making you believe in an idea that is tweaked to favor a certain kind of people.
Okay, so what's wrong with you? I mean, if you are brainwashed, it's because you want to be brainwashed.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, so
you are brainwashed because.
Wait. If you tell me now that this is fire, put your hand in it. You will not die. Like, if I put my hand in it, will you say, yeah, and I put my hand in it and nothing happened, and you put your hand in it and something happens?
Yeah.
What do you call that?
That's not brainwashing, right?
So what's that?
For me, I don't see it that way.
So
the way I see,
okay,
then let me explain it. Yeah, what brainwashing means is, for me, I think it's something that is being instilled into you over the years, over a long period of time. you know.
So the extent that it becomes your reality.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's not just an experiment, it's a process that takes time, you know, and sometimes you might not even be the one who was brainwashed directly. It could be your parents,
And then
you know, and they instill it
transfer to
into you, and
possible.
yes, and over the time you become that thing,
It's
you know. But the situation of this country, right? I can tell you that if it is not religion, right, this country would have scattered.
True.
Many people will see it as a good thing,
True.
right? But if you look at it from another angle, you can actually tell that it's a good thing too. It has both sides. It has advantages and disadvantage. Maybe if there were no religion, we would have fight for ourselves and see. But you see that belief that somebody, Messiah, will come one day and fix this country for us. Eh? Until we, like I said, unlearning is very important, because even in school, you know,
I don't like to mix the country is not good and it's because of religion. No. I don't like to mix it, because even the time of Jesus, people were still complaining about their government.
mm-hmm,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like even that time, people were still complaining about their government. So
but the two major problems we have in this country is religion and tribalism. Now my Igbo brother, give him the job, even though he's not qualified.
oh, okay.
You get? I swear, if no be say I be Christian, this thing way this guy do, this guy collect money for this road though. You get? But maybe we just leave him to God. He's supposed to be in fucking prison for what he
So
did.
do you think when you leave something in the hands of God, that God does not act?
It's dicey. It's dicey. It's
do
like-
do you believe in God?
Absolutely, 100. I believe, let me tell you what I believe in. I believe you might not necessarily call it God. You could call it something else. You could call it Holy Spirit. You could call it a supernatural being. You could call it so. But I believe there's something that is above and higher than every other being, right? And it's not human. All these things that are, all this earth, all the universe, you know, the Milky Way, all those things, is not by mistake. It was created by a supernatural being. I believe in that 100. Now, when we now narrow it down, right, to human, right, then from human, now narrow it down to Africa, I think there's so many things that they taught us while growing up that is just so wrong. It's just so wrong. Islam, as peaceful as Islam is, right, Islam can be very, very violent too. There are so many things. That is why you see that there are so many things that if it happens, there are some set of people that will revolt immediately. You get? And there are some people that will stay back and say, let's leave it to God. You get? But most times, the people that revolt immediately get results faster. I'm not saying God does not react, but they get results faster.
Baba, it's tricky.
I know.
It's tricky.
I know. But where we are going to start from is still that unlearning. The book of Bible stories.
Because if you tell me that something is wrong, right? If you tell me today that Chris, this thing is wrong, show me what's right.
I don't think anybody knows.
And so, why do you think that one is wrong?
What I think is wrong is the way we've been raised from our forefathers' generation till now, right? They've made us see ourselves as second-class human. A whole lot of black people, you get, a whole lot of black people believe that a white skin or any other colored skin is superior to them, and is a brainwashing of generation.
In that light.
You understand what I'm saying now? You get, and this thing does not only come in politically, it comes in through religion, it comes in politically, economic wise, they come in from everything. You get, bring one Oyibo to come and manage one company here now. You see how everybody will respect him. Even if you go and bring an Arabian or an Egyptian, that is not even as smart as you get. Oyiboni. You get. But take a black man to their own zone to add something. That is when you see the difference. You get. So until we start to put the value in our own skin color and make us understand that, oh, we are Africans, we are wired differently. You get. But no be all this baba go do am. We need to save ourselves.
Did you protest? Baba, you dey Yankee. If I
protest online. I protest online. So I see amo. That's the way I say it. Prince, you want to see me?
Have you posted?
Yeah, I've posted.
So there are 2 agents from NIRS that have been waiting here forever, but Queen is not around.
Tell them to wait. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's just round up. So, where do people get to see you? Social media handle and stuff like that.
Yes. So it's KrizBeatz, KrizBeatz _ KrizBeatz everywhere.
Okay. So thank you, KrizBeatz, my brother. You know you are family. So this podcast now I go do C-Boy next, and if I don't say okay, I don't get any guests. I just call say Chris, come, let's talk. We need to keep the conversation going, and we need to start. Please, when you do your own version of unlearning, let me know, because I think we need to pass the message out to a whole lot of people to, start unlearning and learn the proper way. I don't know how the direction yours is going to go to, but I would love to see it. Yes, please, I would love to see it. That works. It was a good one. Thank you, everybody, for listening. See you next time. Bye. My name is Jobless.
Yeah, back it. This is the remix. Erima Alade remix.